Hey everybody, this is Dakazu. Welcome to our watch-along for the reality manga competition show that's being put out by Shueisha right now called Million Tag. We have Darfox here,
Hello.
and we also brought along our friend Rush. Rush, say hi.
Hello.
So Darfox and Rush are going to watch along, and we are going to look at the first episode, which came out in July 1st, 2021. And basically, we'll time it out with a countdown. But once I say go, you can just hit play on this video, and then I will be here explaining what's happening during the show, because there's no English subtitles for this. And then Darfox and Rush will be asking me questions and commenting about what's happening. When they announced this competition from Shueisha, it was like mainly through their Jump Plus, which is their website for web manga, and we weren't sure about how is this gonna be. But I've seen a couple episodes so far, and it's been very entertaining. And I haven't noticed anything. Well, there might be one or two things, but I'll mention them as we go along. So I don't want to keep this preamble too long. Darfox, Rush, are you ready to start?
Ready?
Yeah, I'm good.
All right. So I'll do a countdown. Make sure your video, we'll leave a link to this video when we post this. So you can just open up in a new tab, and then I will count down now. Make sure it's all the way back at the beginning at 0, and then here we go. 3, 2, 1, go. So it starts with million, because they're saying works that sell million. And tag is supposed to be the tag between editors and manga artists.
Like a tag team.
Yes.
Those are manga we've read.
Yep. A lot of the manga from Jump Plus, like Kaiju number 8. Okay, so this is comedy trio Yosei Toshi. Oh, there you are, Ayane Sakura, voice actress. Oh, she originally wanted to be a manga artist. She has over 3,000 manga at home. Yep, and she is the voice of Uraraka. Making some jokes there, saying Boku Aka as opposed to Hiro Aka. Oh shit! It's the voice of Racerhead, Suebe Junichi.
As a narrator or announcer?
Yep. Also, the captain of the Black Bulls, Darfox.
Yami?
Yep. Yeah, so they're talking about the reward for winning this competition. It's going to be $50,000 equivalent. Also, they'll get a serialization on Jump Plus. They'll do a volume release, and they'll get an anime adaptation from Netflix. The process here was the 6 competing editors looked through over 200 submissions, and then they interviewed different manga artists before they decided on who they wanted to tag with.
They need to figure out who will be entertaining on screen.
Yeah, and they're basically introducing the editors in this first episode. Right now, they're explaining, what does a manga editor do? They're someone who supports the manga artists and helps them create their product. Oh, interesting. In Demon Slayer, the editor helped change it to water breathing as opposed to urokodaki breathing. Urokodaki was the trainer guy with the tengu nose.
Oh, it was going to be called that? Breathing?
Yeah.
Wow. Okay.
This show is going to highlight a lot of things between editor and manga artists, obviously. Here's our first editor. Lin Shihei is known as the Hitmaker. He has been involved in works like Spy X Family, as you can see here, and also Chainsaw Man.
Oh boy, that's a good one.
Yep.
Both of those, really.
Yeah, he probably has the most clout.
I gotcha.
Oh, look, she's mentioning that like his name comes up in a lot of like credits for like anime. This is like the other editors and manga artists talking about how this guy is like really great. But it's interesting. He doesn't look at other people as rivals. He just wants everyone to do an awesome job so we can just all make awesome hit manga together. I will say one thing about Lin Shihei. He needs to learn how to wear a mask properly. Look at it. It's barely on his nose. It's not on his nose.
That's
Here's his partner, Naoki Fujita. This guy is the oldest competitor. The reason that he picked him was because he really liked like the expressions and like how good the manga was. However, there's a problem with this guy. They asked him, "Is there anything that you're the best at?" And he's like, "No, not at all."
Oh no!
And making manga is not fun. He's super negative, man.
Wow, that's terrible.
Yeah, they're talking about like, so what's the hardest thing to do? Oh, making the storyboards. Oh, so then drawing is fun? No, drawing sucks.
Wow.
Yeah, the comedian guy is like, I'm surprised that this guy passed the interview. That's great.
So it's like
Their
the negative
tagline-
guy with like the hit guy. Okay.
Yeah,
that's
yeah.
crazy.
Their tagline is like, "Are they gonna be okay?" Oh, here you go. Second editor, Tamada. 12 years being an editor. He's a super veteran. He's put out a lot of different works here. A lot of different genres: horror, action, romantic comedies. Yeah, they refer to him as the veteran editor. His partner is this girl. She has won 6 manga awards so far. So clearly someone who's very talented. He ended up picking her because he really liked her manga. Said it was really, really interesting. Oh, they're calling it like, a tag team that will probably make it to the finals. Here you go, number 3 editor. This guy's in charge of Harlem at the end of the world. He only has 3 years of experience as an editor. He's the youngest editor in this competition. Oh, these 3 editors that we met so far are all from Jump Plus, by the way. And this is the youngest manga artist, Natsui. He's only like had 1 year experience writing manga so far. Hasn't had an editor before. Has never really made storyboards before.
Damn, it's like the rookie team then.
Yeah. He ended up picking this person because he really was impressed with like the panel work. Like this page right here where it just focuses on the feet of the person who's like going away. Saying it's natural talent this guy has. Oh, by the way, like you may not know, but in Japanese television shows, they always have like people reacting in the upper right corner. And that's what's happening with like the main hosts. It's a lot like a React video you might find on YouTube.
Huh, that's interesting.
Okay, this editor is from Young Jump, a seinen magazine. And his motto is, being an editor is work. He focuses a lot on like professionalism. he really looks at everything as a job. Like the more manga I can secure for magazines, the better it is. He's working with this lady who is really into like super ecchi stuff. She loves drawing like cute girls wearing like lots of skimpy outfits. She wants to put out like all her fetishism out.
Fun.
And the reason the editor picked her was because he really liked how well she could draw like females characters. Yeah, all the MC hosts think like this team was like pretty interesting. This is Hatakeyama. She's the only female editor in this competition, and she is from she's an editor from Margaret, which is a shoujo magazine, I believe. Could be wrong about that. She's talking about like the strength of shoujo manga with like emotions and feelings. And so she's teaming up with Nema Hayashi. This manga artist claims that she's like really good at doing like subtle like, differences in expressions, and she definitely wants to like try and win. So it's like a good team here. Like both the editor and the manga artist are all about like representing emotions and feelings.
I think that they could do well together.
Yeah, the editor here is
sure.
talking like we should do works that like you want to do. What do you like? And the manga artist is like, I love idols. And the editor is like, I love idols too. This is gonna be great.
Excellent.
And here we have our final tag. He is an editor from Jump. He is in charge of Mashal. Was it Magic Muscles?
Yeah.
He's a young editor. Yeah, his motto is interesting. He doesn't trust himself. He only likes to go by data.
Oh, weird.
So he doesn't trust his like general instinct of
His
like
instinct,
this is interesting. He likes to look at data to see like what sold well, right? And he's the only person who picked a duo. The guy on the left is the writer, the guy on the right is the artist, and they're friends from like school. They actually have 0 years experience writing manga. The first manga they wrote is the one they submitted into this competition.
Wow.
And they're just really, really passionate. They met in middle school, and the writer guy was like, you should definitely become a manga artist. And the artist guy was like, you think my work could go and Jump? And the writer was like, hell yeah! So the artist was like, oh shit, I guess I gotta do it then.
That's awesome. The Passion Brothers.
Yeah. The reason the editor picked them is for a duo that has 0 experience making manga, he was so impressed with like what they created. And he thinks like they have the biggest potential to grow during this competition. Look at the duo, they're like, thank you very much, thank you for the praise.
Good avatars.
Yep. I also like that we were concerned whether like they were going to protect the privacy of the manga artists. But I like how yeah. I like how they are just covering all the manga artists with like avatars, like almost emojis. So now they're talking about like which tag team they were interested in. She's interested in like Mr. Negative and the Hitmaker. This guy's interested in like the girl who wants to draw like Buddhist babes. They're pointing out like what's up with the panda Twitter. Okay, now they're explaining what the competition is going to be, which is going to be 4 different challenges. the first 3 challenges are meant to kind of train them for like the process of being a manga artist and working for a publication, and the last one will be the one that decides the winner. So, what if you get first place in one of these first 3 challenges, you will get an advantage that will help you become a better manga artist. Only for the first place finish. And now they are going over to the explanation of what the first challenge will be here. Oh, they're asking her to...
That was good.
They asked her to like say some words of encouragement. Sorry, I don't want to interrupt it. But there they are. There's the tag teams with editors. These are brothers. I believe they're personalities. And they're here
Probably
just
dual.
to like... Yeah, probably.
Probably.
But they're here to like, you know, the master ceremonies that you would expect in a reality TV competition, right? They're the one presenting the actual challenge. And the first challenge is a 4-page manga. The type of manga you would post on Twitter or any kind of social media.
4-page, not 4-panel, right?
4 pages is, I believe, the max images you can submit on Twitter. And so they have to do this in 4 days. That is the time limit. She's explaining that basically it takes about 1 day to make the storyboard. You'll meet with your editor to kind of confirm everything, and then drawing everything takes about 2 to 3 pages. So this is like kind of like a good challenge.
In 2 to 3 days.
Yeah, the comedian guy was like, when will they have time to drink? Oh, the one major rule is if they miss the deadline, they will be immediately axed from the competition.
Oh, man.
And the judges will be the editor-in-chief of Jump Plus and the vice editor-in-chief. And also they will have a special guest judge. Popular Japanese YouTuber Hajime Shacho. He might be one of the biggest Japanese YouTubers, I think.
Oh, you knew about them beforehand?
Yeah, he's a mega manga fan too. So, Mr. Negative, what is your comment? Oh, this seems really hard. But yeah, they're all saying like it's hard. Oh, it seems very short. She's like, I'll do my best. I'll try to make something entertaining. And she's like, I've done a lot of Twitter manga before, so I just want to draw sexy girls. She's wondering if it's going to be about leaving the impact, and she wants to do her best. He's just praising them all for like entering the competition, and only one pair will get the grand prize. So 20 minutes from that meeting right there. Oh, the veteran tag and the award-winning manga artist are already meeting, deciding what kind of story to create. Looks like they're talking about doing a story that's like pulls at your heartstrings and maybe something that doesn't involve just humans. Okay, this tag, the two, the female editor and the female manga artist, they're going to the workspace. This is the workspace that they set up for the manga artist to work in.
I love how they blurred everything outside so that nobody could fucking find this place.
That's good.
But it's a special studio that they set up for Jump Plus. There's separate rooms that are set up so you can just work there.
That's pretty dope.
Oh, there's also a reference room full of like
Wow.
Jump Manga, so they can use it for like reference, and a copy machine. Slam Dunk!
Heck yeah.
Jujutsu Kaisen, The Promised Neverland, Chainsaw Man, Kinnikuman, Mashal. They're impressed that they like that room is there, and like manga is used as like a reference. So this tag is going to focus on a story that's pulls at your heartstrings, and there's going to be a robot.
I love the bullet points.
Oh, so this pair, the editor is warning the duo that like 4 pages is not a lot of space. So you got to really think about like, how you're going to like put everything in, or you won't be able to fit it all. Damn. This editor, he researched like popular like viral like 4-page
Wow.
manga.
Oh,
on
the
Twitter.
data one, the data.
Yeah, the data guy, yeah.
That's funny.
So the female editor and the female artist, they're going to do an idol one. Oh, the young pair? The artist wants to do something that's like kind of a mystery about dying messages. Oh shit, what's the Hitmaker and Mr. Negative doing? This guy is saying like, I have things I want to write, but they're all serious.
Oh no.
I don't think serious talks like stories are gonna work. I can't really explain them. The editor's like, what do you think are hit manga besides like Demon Slayer? I don't know. I just don't know. Nothing's happening with this team.
That's rough.
Yep. Meanwhile, this team have an idea already. Oh, this editor is like saying, well, that idea is good, but the final page isn't like we got to figure something out. We're starting to like adapt some things already. The editor helps the manga artist Star Fox. Look at them help change things around. Oh, here we go. The manga artist, she's saying like, oh, I got the exact advice I needed from the editor. Like, this is the part where, obviously this show is focusing on like the tag team between the editor and manga artist, where they're really kind of pushing like, this is how the editor helped out the manga artist.
It's a little bit of a narrative.
Yeah. I don't think it's wrong. Like, obviously he did help her, but they're definitely like featuring a lot of those.
By highlighting it, they're telling the story.
Yeah.
Yeah, he really doesn't use his mask right.
Yeah.
That's a good avatar face.
This guy needs to learn how to wear a mask, I swear. The editor and this guy were talking and they came up with the idea. But after the editor left, he's like, I kind of feel like I can't use that idea now. Now that I'm by myself. I guess I'll just come up with my own idea.
Oh wow.
Oh,
Are they going to
boy.
be okay? And yeah, we've basically reached the end of this episode.
Wow.
Yeah, the comedy trio and voice actress, they are just kind of, commenting everything. Oh, they said, like, actually on the first day, like, the Hitmaker brought a lot of food and snacks for the Mr. Negative. And now they're all saying, like, why didn't you put that in the actual episode? Why did you put in, like, a backstory? You should have featured that. Oh yeah, let's talk more about how like the editor gave nice advice to the manga artist. He thinks that veteran pair and the award-winning manga artist team is going to do well.
That's a safe bet.
And also, like, they seem like a very positive, like, pair, but they're doing a story that's supposed to be, like, sad. And she's making a comment how she's met different manga artists, and actually, comedy manga artists are actually kind of, like, reserved. But then, like, you know, serious story manga artists are actually, like, when you meet them in real life, they're like, yay, and super high energy. So it'd be interesting if Mr. Negative wrote, like, a really happy manga. Oh, there is a special announcement.
Oh boy.
They're talking about how the anime adaptation will be presented by Netflix.
Oh boy.
I mean, it makes sense.
Sure, right? Yeah.
Oh, she's commenting on how, like, fans all over the world get to watch on Netflix, and she gets, like, fan letters, you know, from different people around the world.
That's pretty cool.
Oh, they're asking this comedian to make, like, a one comment about about the next episode. His comment was, Fujita gets yelled at by the hitmaker.
Oh man.
These are like previews. They're talking about, oh, there's a guest judge, Hajime Chacho, famous YouTuber, talking about how amazing it is. They got something like this in 4 days. And there you go. We have reached the end of episode 1 of Million Tag. Next episode will be the results of the first challenge.
That's pretty neat.
Yeah,
Good call.
that was a good show.
Yeah, you know, it's set up like whoever's making it knows how to, you know, competition reality shows work, right?
For sure, yeah.
I didn't want to mention this during the show because I didn't want to interrupt you in case something interesting or good was coming up. But the room where the commentators are sitting in really reminds me of the Black Lodge from Twin Peaks.
Nice.
With the red curtains in the
Yes.
back, yeah. I should have mentioned that at the beginning, but like it just goes right into it. So I was just trying to introduce and comment on everything that's happening. So
Yeah, that was a very brisk
That was
place.
great.
You did it very well.
thank you. I hope everyone listening got to like enjoy that as well. So
Yes.
Yeah, it was wonderful.
all right, and yeah, we will probably do this for maybe all the episodes of Million Tag. So stay tuned for our commentary on episode 2.
Get excited.
Please look forward to it.